Good afternoon, distinguished guests, valued airport partners, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to the annual Airport Safety Awards Ceremony 2021. My name is Anita.
And I am Noradila, and we are from Changi Airport Group, and we will be your MCs for today.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are very happy that you have tuned in to watch the awards ceremony with us today. And Dila, time flies. It has been 5 years since the Airport Safety Awards program started in 2016.
Yes, that's right, Anita. And I am so encouraged that despite the COVID-19 situation, our safety culture continues to remain strong despite the challenges we face during this period. We truly believe in teamwork and collaboration with all our airport partners to achieve a high standard of safety in the airports.
Indeed, Dila, and I am so grateful that our airport community is always ready to step up for safety. Therefore, we are going to recognize and appreciate our safety heroes and champions today.
That's right. Other than honoring our safety winners, we would also like to take the opportunity to show our appreciation to the respective organizations and agencies for their dedication, commitment, and courage in fighting the pandemic alongside the airport community. Before we launch into the award ceremony, let us take a walk down the memory lane of the Airport Safety Awards with this video.
As I was commencing the pushback operation, I saw a vehicle suddenly crossing the taxiway behind the aircraft stand and thought, "Hey, this is not safe." So I immediately stopped what I was doing.
The moment we realized that the aircraft wing had protruded into the keep clear zone, we knew that we must stop the aircraft immediately as it is no longer safe for it to proceed any further.
Through the years of experience working on the ramp, we learned that we must remain vigilant, focused, to be aware of our surroundings so that safety of our passenger and will not be compromised.
The Airport Safety Award program has encouraged many of us to remain safe at work, making safety as our top priority and believing that safety will take us further.
Wow, this has been an amazing 5 years, and this video is a strong testament of the commitment from so many airport partners to upkeep the high safety standards. And for some, safety is becoming a habit as we see some airport staff and organizations who are repeated winners for the safety awards.
Yes, Anita, I couldn't agree more. So let's aim to make safety a habit in our lives. And on this note, let us invite our Managing Director, Airport Operations Planning and Airside of Changi Airport Group, Mr. Yeo Kia Tai, up to the stage to deliver his welcome address. Mr. Yeo, please.
Valued airport partners, colleagues, Annual Airport Safety Award winners, ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to all of you to the 5th Annual Airport Safety Awards ceremony. As part of our safety management system, we started this journey 5 years ago, as the two MCs mentioned, to strengthen our safety culture by recognizing and celebrating the safety achievements of individuals and teams from the airport community. The COVID-19 pandemic has been with us for almost 2 years, and despite having to cope with COVID-19, I'm happy to share that we have continued to maintain good safety performance at both Changi and Seletar airports this year. There was a 50% drop in the number of aircraft-related incidents and a 30% reduction in the number of vehicle incidents at Changi Airport. We have also seen 0 aircraft incidents and runway incursions at Seletar Airport. Likewise, the number of FOD found in Changi and Seletar airports have also dropped. Unfortunately, there was one runway incursion at Changi Airport this year. CAG takes runway safety very seriously, and we will work very hard to achieve our goal of 0 runway incursion. Therefore, I'd like to seek your continued support to ensure that our runways are always safe to operate on. Today, at the Annual Airport Safety Award ceremony, we continue to recognize and celebrate the efforts of the safety champions in the airport community. I'm very proud to be able to stand here today to share the exemplary safety actions of the members of the airport community. Through these actions, we can see that the airport community is committed to having a strong safety culture by going above and beyond their core duty to prevent incidents from occurring and to save the life of another colleague. We have also witnessed partners investing in safety innovations and technology, such as virtual reality, to improve the safety culture within the company, as well as to improve the effectiveness of their training. I will leave the sharing of these interesting stories of the award winners to the video that will be shown later. In May 2021, we were hit with the airport COVID-19 cluster due to the emergence of the Delta variant. And this is despite implementing a full range of safe management measures, having our airport staff vaccinated and subject to regular routine testing. And as a result, we had to close our airport terminals and Jewel, where we are now sitting, to the public for the very first time in our history. We worked quickly with the airport community to put in place additional measures such as zonal segregation, quartering of airport staff, requiring airport staff who interact with passengers to put on full PPE, and expanding the scope and frequency of our regular routine testing. All these, we know, increased the challenges at work, and we are extremely proud to see that our airport community working with us through all these challenges and changes. And in the end, our collective efforts paid off when we closed the airport COVID-19 cluster and reopened the airport terminals and Jewel to the public in September. For all these efforts put in by the airport community and the government agencies, I would like to share the good news that Changi Airport became the first airport in Asia Pacific to be certified under the Airports Council International Health Measures Audit Program in September. Changi Airport was also awarded the COVID-19 Airport Excellence Award by Skytrax, where we were recognized for providing highest health, hygiene, and safety protocols during the global pandemic. Congratulations, everyone. And right here, I think we have amidst us Dr. Khalis from NCID. I think we would like to thank very much for supporting us through this difficult journey and helping us pull through. Thanks, Dr. Khalis. As Singapore and Changi Airport reopen for travel, we have to continue to review our safety protocols to safeguard the health of airport workers, passengers, and visitors. In particular, vaccination continues to be a key measure to keep the virus transmission at bay. On this note, I would like to encourage the airport community, everyone here and your colleagues, to take their booster shots whenever it's made available to you. And unless you're below 18, it should be made available to you. This is all the more important, as you know, given the recent emergence of the new COVID variant called Omicron, for which the whole world is still trying to come to grips over the nature of it. With vaccinated travel lanes to some 24 countries announced thus far, we are starting to emerge from the long COVID winter. Passenger traffic has increased or crept up from under 1% pre-COVID, well, right at the start of COVID, to about 7% recently, while overall aircraft movements have similarly increased from under 15% to about 33% now. As we ramp up our operations to handle the increasing number of flights and passengers, let's not let our guard down. Safety remains and must always remain our top priority. Returning staff should be given adequate refresher training, and new staff put through the requisite training regime. Likewise, equipment that's been put in hibernation over the last 20 months should be checked thoroughly before being picked back into operation. All our partners should plan forward and bring in sufficient staff ahead of the travel recovery. CAG on our part stands ready to support all our airport partners in gearing up for the travel recovery. Just as we have kept the airport safe over the last 20 months, let's continue to work just as hard to keep our operation, staff and passengers safe in the year ahead. Finally, I'd like to thank and appreciate all our airport partners, especially those who have gone beyond their call of duty and who have made significant contributions to keep our airport safe and join us in our fight against COVID-19. Congratulations to all airport winners today. I'd like to encourage the airport community to continue to put safety as our top priority as safety takes us further. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yeo. Ladies and gentlemen, as a special segment of the award ceremony, we have prepared a video to give our most heartfelt appreciation to our partners who had stood with Changi Airport during the most difficult part of COVID-19 pandemic. Let's enjoy the video right now.
Wow, Dilla, it is so heartwarming to see all the agencies and partners coming together to contribute towards enhancing infection prevention and control at Changi Airport. And I'm so truly moved by their spirit of selflessness and stepping up to help during these extraordinary times.
Indeed, Anita, in order to show our appreciation to them, Changi Airport Group has prepared a special memento and appreciation letters to be presented to 44 recipients. 12 management representatives from the respective organizations will be receiving the memento on their behalf. So without further ado, let us invite our Executive Vice President, Airport Management of Changi Airport Group, Mr. Tan Lai Teck, to the stage to present the appreciation mementos. Mr. Tan, please.
First, let us welcome Dr. Kalisva Marimuthu from National Centre for Infectious Diseases, Tan Tock Seng Hospital, and Dr. Adelina Young, Deputy Director of Patient Safety and Quality Improvement in the Ministry of Health. Both Dr. Kalis and Dr. Adelina have been advising Changi Airport on infection prevention and control measures to protect airport staff, passengers, crew, and members of the public. They had conducted various site visits to understand our operational environment so that they could provide the most appropriate advice to develop the IPC measures. Their advice has helped us tremendously to keep Changi from infection outbreak so that we could continue to connect Singapore with the world. So let us put our hands together again to appreciate Dr. Kalis and Dr. Adelina.
Did you know that there were 9 organizations working with CAG to form a dedicated community audit team to ensure our IPC measures are working effectively? A pool of 33 staff from these 9 organizations were trained under CAG's Train the Trainer program to check and ensure that airport staff working in Zone 1 are able to don and doff full personal protection equipment properly, as the correct use of the PPE works to protect our staff when they are on duty. So without further ado, let us welcome the management representatives from the respective organization on stage to receive the appreciation mementos on behalf of the recipients. First, we have Mr. Sachivala, Vice President of SETS Limited. Next is Ms. Ng Pek Gyok, Customer Support Manager of Dinata Singapore Private Limited. Dr. Saleh Omar, Deputy Medical Director of Raffles Medical Group. Mr. Augustine Low, Project Director of PSERF Private Limited. Mr. Kevin Ng, Manager of Smart Card Singapore Private Limited. Mr. Keith Koh, CEO of Ramkey Clean Tech Services Private Limited. Mr. Darren Lin, Senior Operation Manager of LS2 Services Private Limited. And last but not least, Mr. Kelvin Booth, Managing Director of Surgeon Services Private Limited. Let us show our appreciation again to the recipients from the 9 organizations. Thank you so much for your contributions.
Hey Dilla, do you remember going for mask fitting? I really didn't know that we have to go for mask fitting to wear the N95 mask, you know.
Oh yes, Anita. All the airport staff who had to wear N95 masks must be mask fitted. In fact, I was very thankful that CERTIS voluntarily supported CAG in conducting the N95 fit test when there was a lack of certified mask fitters during the preparation of the zonal ops.
And I was told that the CERTIS staff were deployed 12 hours daily over 12 consecutive days to conduct more than 200 sessions of mask fitting for close to 2,000 airport staff.
Wow, that is truly commendable. CERTIS has truly demonstrated the One Changi spirit to get our airport staff mask fitted so that they could perform their duties safely in Zone 1.
Indeed. So, we shall now welcome Mr. Andy Tan, Head of Certis Aviation Security Private Limited on stage. He will receive the appreciation mementos on behalf of Mr. Raghunathan, Mr. Silan, Mr. Anbarasan, Mr. Lai Jun Singh and Mr. Lo Chia Hao. Congratulations to all the recipients and thank you, Mr. Andy Tan.
And the final organisation that we are appreciating today would be the Singapore Air Cargo Agents Association. Let us welcome Ms. Pauline Tok, Executive Director of SAAA, as she would be receiving the token of appreciation on behalf of Ms. Pammy Loh, Ms. Azlinda Hassan and Ms. Evelyn Tan. SAAA has supported CAG, Air Cargo Ops and CAAS to issue Trace Together tokens and has gone beyond their call of duty by actively encouraging the community for vaccination. They shared information from the government agencies on funding, aids and policies that affects the forwarding community and provide updates on the development of COVID within the region. SAAA Council members were instrumental in providing insights and feedbacks on the suitability of SMM measures as they reached out and gained support of more than 300 companies in the freight forwarding and logistic transport community. So let us give Ms. Tok and all our recipients a big round of applause once again.
Dila, do you know that since the introduction of the Suite app, hazard reporting is right at our fingertips, and by empowering the airport community with this easy-to-use tool, CAG aims to strengthen our airport safety culture by enabling staff to make a positive impact through proactive reporting of hazards. To continue recognizing our community's effort in doing so, we have identified the top 3 hazard report contributors who will each receive a $200 worth of Changi Rewards credit and a certificate of recognition.
And that's right, Anita. Other than these hazard report contributors who have the sharp eyes, there were 5 other individuals who have also gone beyond their call of duty to intervene in unsafe situations. Despite the pandemic, they remained vigilant and maintained high situational awareness to prevent potential incidents from happening.
Hence, we shall now call upon our Managing Director, Airport Operations, Planning and Airside, Mr. Yeo Kia Tai, back on stage to present the awards to the top 3 contributors in safety hazard reporting and winners of the individual category. Mr. Yeo, please.
The first recipient of the top 3 contributors is Mr. Min Ao Pyo Kyo from NG Services Singapore, who submitted a total of 29 hazard reports. The second recipient is Mr. Sai Si Mo, also from NG Services Singapore, who made a total of 33 hazard reports. Congratulations, Sai Si Mo. And the final recipient is Mr. Ramlan Muhammad Gaus from SETS Limited, who submitted a total of 37 hazard reports.
Wow, congratulations to the top 3 hazard report contributors. We applaud them for their alertness in sensing danger and promptly reporting them.
Yes, Anita, our hats off to the 3 of them, and not forgetting all other airport staff who had also been submitting those hazard reports to help prevent potential incidents.
Up next, Mr. Yeo will be presenting this year's annual Airport Safety Awards for the individual category. For all individual winners, they will each be receiving an award trophy, a certificate of commendation, and Changi Reward point worth $500, $1,000 or $1,500 under the respective bronze, silver and gold categories. And the first winner is Mr. Robert Ridira from Singapore Aero Support Services Private Limited. Robert observed that a road traffic sign was placed extremely near to the taxiway and immediately stopped the aircraft which he was towing. He continued only after the sign was removed, and his actions had prevented a potential collision between the aircraft and the sign. Well done, Robert. Let us give him another round of applause.
And Anita, I am sure you would recognize our next recipient.
Yes, Dilla, I did see a familiar face and he has been a past Safety Award recipient, right?
Yes, indeed, and he is none other than Mr. Adonis Cesar Souza from Dinata Singapore Private Limited. Safety is surely a habit for him. Adonis was performing his duty at the aircraft stand when he observed that a long cardboard tube was rolling towards the taxiway from the stand. He quickly retrieved it before it entered the taxiway and prevented it from becoming a potential aircraft engine ingestion of the FOD. Congratulations, Adonis. Let us give him another round of applause.
Next, presenting the Silver Award under the individual category, we have Mr. Lim Shi Long Frank from SI Engineering Company. While Frank was performing towing duties in an aircraft, he realized that the digital aerodrome chart in the cockpit was outdated when he picked up some discrepancy on the towing instructions by the ATC. Upon verification, he found that other aircraft had similar findings too. Frank's assertive actions had prevented potential confusion to pilots and the ground crew while taxiing or towing, as the airlines were able to update the charts promptly after a reminder. Congratulations, Frank. Let us give him another round of applause.
Wow, Anita, I cannot imagine if I were to follow an outdated Google Map while driving.
You probably will take a very long while to arrive to your destination, Dilla. However, our next Silver Award recipient would rather take a longer time to arrive when he needs to go for safety. And he is none other than Mr. Dezon Wilson Paul from Dinata Singapore Private Limited. Dezon was performing a pushback operations at the aircraft stand when he observed that a vehicle had driven past the taxiway behind the aircraft. He stopped the pushback immediately and resumed after ensuring that the taxiway was cleared. Truly commendable actions by Dezon. Shall we give him another round of applause?
And great observation and quick action there, Dezon. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together for our last individual winner, and the Gold Award winner is Miss Angie Koh from Certis Cisco Aviation Security Private Limited. Angie was returning to her office after duties when she discovered that a fire had broken out at the CAAS corporate entrance in Terminal 2. With the assistance of a CAAS officer, she entered the lobby and successfully put out the fire on a dislodged ceiling board. Angie had gone beyond her call of duty, where her bravery and swift action had prevented further damage to property and harm to personnel. Very outstanding indeed, Angie. Let us give her and all our winners another round of applause.
And thank you, Mr. Yu, for presenting the awards. Before we move on to the rest of the segment, let us hear from our winners why safety is important to them.
I was concerned that the 380 which I was towing may contact to the road traffic sign that was appeared near to the taxiway. I was glad and managed to put the right action to prevent any potential collision from happening. Winning Airport Safety Award means a lot to me. It reaffirms me that my effort to keep Changi Airport safe is being appreciated and recognized. I would like to congratulate all fellow winners. Thank you for working safe alongside, and our hard work to keep Changi Airport safe will surely take us further.
The first thing that came to my mind when I saw the cardboard tube rolling towards the taxiway was safety hazard, FOD. FOD is hazardous in the airside, as it could either strike an aircraft or be ingested into its engine to cause serious damage. I am honored to receive this award as I feel appreciated for my safe behavior. I care about safety, and I feel happy and proud to be a repeated winner of the annual Airport Safety Award. I truly hope that my action would inspire my colleagues to also keep a lookout for safety hazard and to follow safe practices while performing the operation. Again, I would like to thank Changi Airport Group for giving me this award, and let's continue to build a strong safety culture together.
While performing a towing operation in the aircraft cockpit, I was confused when the taxiway name shown in the digital aerodrome chart did not match with the instructions that were given by the control tower. As soon as I realized that there was a discrepancy, I recalled the recent changes in the naming of taxiway and quickly reported my observation. It is extremely critical that pilots and engineers always refer to the latest aerodrome chart for the maneuvering the aircraft on the movement area. It would not just help to avoid flight delay, but also taxiing error that may cause an incident. I appreciate Changi Airport Group for recognizing and appreciating staff who have demonstrated a safety act to intervene in an unsafe situation. To all my colleagues working in Changi Airport, you can be a safety champion too.
As I was commencing the pushback operation, I saw a vehicle suddenly crossing the taxiway behind the aircraft, stunned and thought, "Hey, this is not safe." So I immediately stopped what I was doing. I believe that my action had prevented a potential collision between the vehicle and the aircraft that I was pushing back. By keeping a high situational awareness, especially while working at the airside, has helped me to respond safely and swiftly. I would like to congratulate all winners of the Airport Safety Awards and encourage all colleagues in the community to continue to adopt a safe mindset and believe that safety will take us farther.
When I saw the fire at CAS corporate office entrance, I knew that I have to respond quickly to the situation, and it's not a time to be fearful. I knew I have to quickly put out the fire to stop further spread and minimize further destruction by it, but ultimately to prevent anyone from being hurt. I feel honored to receive the annual Airport Safety Award as CAG and CAS recognize my effort and safety contribution. I would like to congratulate Changi Airport for continuing to have such a good safety culture despite of the COVID situation. The Airport Safety Award program has encouraged many of us to remain safe at work, making safety as our top priority and believing that safety will take us further.
What a great sharing, Anita. And you know what? I am actually still kind of missing the safety exhibit at the event.
Yes, me too, Dila. This always reminds me of my final year of studies where we are able to showcase projects and innovation and being able to learn from one another.
Well, good news is, Anita, the committee knew that some of us would feel the same way too and has kindly prepared a short video to feature this year's top 3 contenders for the Best Safety Exhibit Award.
Wow, that's really great.
So let's sit back, relax and let us watch it right now.
Morning, Pandian.
Morning, Eric.
I see that we are ready for the Skyloader project.
Yeah, we already installed the bumper sensor.
Great.
Plus the railing sensor. As you can see, the sensor for bumper and the prismatic sensor for the railing sensor.
All right. Show me what do you have.
For the bumper sensor, when contacted, you will cut the forward gear function. For the railing, you extended the railing, the lifting function, they will cut, and the moving forward function also they will cut.
So operator is only allowed to lower down the boom and do a reversing.
That's all for Skyloader. I hand you over to Boon.
What are the new safety enhancements you have for your pack steps?
Oh, we have 2 safety enhancements on the pack step. The first one is the right tail sensor mounted on the rubber bumper. Second is the sliding panel fitted with a sensor. For the sliding panel, if you slide forward, the forward motion will not function, will not move. Only when you have to return to home position, then you can drive forward. For the red tail, if you contact with the aircraft, engine will be shut down. Then you prevent forward motion. Only thing, you have to bypass on the bypass switch, then you reverse out. From there, you can drive forward normally.
With all the safety enhancement in place, we can largely reduce or minimize the number of aircraft incidents, making Singapore Changi Airport the best and safest airport in the world. As we mentioned, safety takes you further. Do you agree?
Yes!
Hi Roland,
Hey, hi Desmond. How have you been?
I'm good.
Where do you come from?
I just finished my lunch and just dropped by to say hi to you.
I see. I actually wanted to have a chat with you because recently I've heard from DINATA that there's been an innovation on the disinfectant services.
Oh, that's a good question. In view of the current COVID-19 situation, DINATA, in partnership with Disinfect Group from Belgium and ECAS from Australia, so we rolled out together as there's a new services, safe, efficient, environment friendly, where passenger can actually disinfect their baggage upon arrival.
I see. That's interesting. Care to share more?
Sure. Let me walk you through.
Sure.
Disinfect equipment can create almost invisible mist that is all natural, non-toxic, which effectively kill bacteria and virus, including coronavirus.
So what are some other challenges that DINATA face?
This solution, what we have done because it's done in overseas, we're trying to get a local to accept this solution. So we actually get a local companies to do the certification and make sure that this solution actually can kill the virus. We know that safety is critical to Changi Airport, and I work with other agencies in the communities where we extend our services and solutions such as disinfection of office, vehicles and cargo. As a company, DINATA, we strongly believe that with this initiative will bring the confidence to both the passenger and also the airport community in safe management with the proven solution which eliminates the exposure to the virus. Having said that, I think DINATA should win the Best Safety Exhibit Award as safety takes you further.
Hey, hi Yazid.
Hi Roland. Welcome to SIA Engineering Company Workplace Safety Promotion Center.
I've heard that there is a MEWP VR simulator.
That's right. Let me show you around. MEWP VR simulator consists of two equipment. One is a boom lift and follow up by a scissors lift. This is the control panels that control the equipment. The MEWP simulator able to create various scenarios using 360 degrees virtual environment to help operators learn how to perform pre-operational checks on the equipment and conduct operations safely within close proximity on the aircraft. Operators acquired the knowledge and how to control the panels for both scissors lift and boom lift in a safe environment. Simulators also aims to improve operators' competency and hone their skills in equipment positioning.
Wow, that's really impressive, Yazid. So why do you think that your team should win the Best Safety Exhibit Award and why?
So we have received a positive feedback from our ground staff that they are now more confident in operating the mobile elevated work platform since they went through the simulator training. This is why we should win the Best Safety Exhibit Award, and with this, safety takes you further.
Wow! I personally love the mobile elevating working platform simulator that provides an immersive experience for the learners at the SIAEC Promotion Center. The VR headset which Roland had put on in the video reminded me of the safety quest in our last year's event. Right, Della?
That's right, Anita. And for the Best Safety Exhibit Award, the winning team shall receive an award trophy, a certificate and a Changi reward credit worth $300.
To present the awards, the pleasure is mine to introduce our special guest for today's event. We're delighted to have Mr. Fong Kok Wai, Senior Mentor of Changi Airport Group. Mr. Fong has more than 40 years' experience in airport engineering, planning and development. His civil aviation career started in 1979 with CAAS and was Director of Development and Engineering in 1993. Mr. Fong joined the Changi Airport Group since corporatization and was the Executive Vice President of the Engineering and Development Group. Today, he continues to provide invaluable expertise and guidance to CAG and to the aviation industry. So without further ado, let us invite Mr. Fong Kok Wai, CAG Senior Mentor, to the stage to present the Best Safety Exhibit and the Team Winners Award. Mr. Fong, please.
And the Best Safety Exhibit 2021 award goes to SATS Limited. Let us invite Mr. Eric Earl, SATS Limited, to receive the award on behalf of the team. Congratulations to SATS Limited.
Thank you, Mr. Fong. May we ask that you kindly remain on stage as we will now present the annual Airport Safety Awards under the team category. For all winning teams, they will each be receiving an award trophy, a certificate of commendation, and Changi rewards point worth $1,000, $1,500, or $2,000 under the respective bronze, silver, and gold categories.
And our first bronze award winner goes to Mr. Muhammad Shukur and Mr. Muhammad Rafi Ramli from SIA Engineering Company. After towing two aircraft to the temporary parking position, they observed that the aircraft empennage appeared to be very near proximity. Feeling uneasy, Rafi and Shuko checked to ensure that the aircraft were parked correctly and reported their observation to the supervisor, who informed the airside control center. Both aircraft were quickly repositioned safely and the ground was remarked to allow greater separation. Thank you, Rafi and Shuko, for being observant and assertive. Congratulations, and let us give them another round of applause.
Wow, Dilla, it is so important to be proactive than being reactive for safety.
That's for sure, Anita.
For the second bronze award winner, it goes to Mr. Muhammad Ridwan bin Ahmad and Mr. Muhyiddin bin Ahmad Zainuddin from Changi Airport Group Airport Emergency Service. Unfortunately, Mr. Zainal bin Abdul Ghaffar, Mr. Muhammad Ali Hanafia and Mr. Muhammad Halizam bin Muhammad Noor are unable to join us. Mr. Muhammad Ridwan shall be receiving the awards on behalf of them. The team had successfully rescued a fellow colleague who collapsed while he was reporting for duty. They did that by rendering first aid, CPR, and applied the AED on him until the ambulance arrived. And because of what they have done, our CAG colleague was saved in time and was discharged a week later. Their actions have mitigated a potentially life-threatening situation for their colleague. Truly commendable. So let us give the team another round of applause.
And our final bronze award winner, the team is none other than Mr. Song Han Tien, Mr. Kathy Teo, Mr. Wong Lok Ching, Mr. Mervin Fu, and Mr. Justin Cham from SIA Engineering Company. The team has successfully set up the Workplace Safety Promotion Center to focus on accident prevention and promoting workplace safety through an experiential learning journey. SIA Engineering Company aspires to be the center of excellence in workplace safety and health in the aviation industry, as well as building a strong safety culture in the airport. With that, let us give the team another round of applause.
Next, we will be presenting the Silver Award under the team category. Hey Dilla, do you know that the winners of this team are also not new to us?
Oh really? And who are they?
Yes, Dilla, and they are none other than Mr. Sai Si Mo and Mr. Ng Lam Ping from NG Services Singapore. After completing their duties to check for obstacle lights, Sai Si Mo and Lam Ping saw 24 desiccant bags strewn along the taxiway. While retrieving the bags, they saw an aircraft entering onto the taxiway from the runway and immediately informed ATC of their position and intent. The aircraft was held back as they continued retrieving the bags. Their actions were commendable as their high situational awareness and prompt actions had prevented a potential FOD injection by the aircraft engine. With that, let us give the team another round of applause.
Now, the second Silver Award shall be presented to Mr. Yazid Muhammad Said, Mr. Kathy Teo, Mr. Sim Tiam Heng, and Mr. Andrade Christopher Andrew from SIA Engineering Company. To enhance operators' proficiency in performing equipment positioning, the Mobile Elevating Work Platform VR Simulator was created to hone their skills by allowing them to practice in various simulated scenarios in a risk-free environment. The team's inspiration to enhance operators' competency through the creation of a simulator was truly commendable. The innovation and system thinking for safety have indeed demonstrated a positive disposition towards building a strong safety culture. So let us congratulate the team again for the great innovation and design. Okay, Anita, the final award that would be presented today would be the Gold Award Team category.
That's right, Dilla, and I'm really excited. And our Gold Award winner is Mr. San Jose Carlo Paulo Sarpo Santos and Mr. Santos Richard Cespedes from SET Limited. San Jose noticed that an aircraft that was approaching the aircraft stand had its wing protruded into the keep clear zone. He assessed a high possibility that it may contact another aircraft which was parked at the adjacent stand and immediately alerted Richard, who quickly coordinated with the wing walkers to stop the aircraft from proceeding further. The aircraft was subsequently reassigned to the correct stand as Richard alerted the control center of the observation and discrepancy of the aircraft stand assignment.
Wow, San Jose and Richard's quick action were truly commendable and so well coordinated, just like in the movies. Yes. They are truly deserving of the Gold Award, and with their high situational and safety awareness, a potential wing clip incident had been prevented.
Yes, that's right, Dilla. And shall we show our winners our greatest appreciation with another round of applause to congratulate them for being our safety champions of FY 2021. And thank you, Mr. Fong, for presenting the awards. Before we come to the end of the awards ceremony, let us check out the thoughts and motivations of our team winners towards safety.
When we saw the two aircraft that were parked closely, we felt that an accident may be imminent.
As we knew that we don't respond towards what we saw, it may cause the one who are tasked to perform subsequent towing to have very little margin for error. Therefore, we decided to make an effort to verify their parking positions. Our organization has always placed safety as our top priority, as any degradation of safety standards will bring about business risk and would further dampen the survivability of the aviation sector. The Airport Safety Awards has encouraged many of us to proactively contribute in hazard reporting and sustaining the strong safety culture as we are being recognized and appreciated.
When we saw our colleagues collapse, we thought that he was just looking around.
However, we quickly realized that he was slowly unwell and we had to compose ourselves to quickly render CPR and AD on him.
A few days after the occurrence, we received good news that our colleague was getting better.
All of us felt a great sense of relief and was extremely glad that what we did for for our colleague had made a difference for him.
We are thankful to our company for recognizing and appreciating what we did for safety.
Wow, so after hearing your sharings, I'm truly impressed by what you guys have done. So are you ready as safety takes you further? Safety takes you further.
We realized that we cannot rely on conventional methods to manage safety. That is why the team decided to adopt technologies and innovate our safety training as part of the journey towards safety excellence.
Carrying out the constructions during the midst of circuit breaker restrictions and implementations of safe management measures. Another key challenges from the team was to actually scope the WSPC syllabus.
We are honored to receive the award from CAG. It is particularly meaningful to us as the Workplace Safety Promotion Center promotes safety culture and reinforces safety mindset among our staff and contractors. We will encourage everyone to continue to build a strong safety culture within our airport. Remember, safety takes you further!
When we saw several desiccant bags laying along the taxiway, we told each other that we must quickly retrieve them before any aircraft taxiing along, as any injection of the bag would be danger to the aircraft. Since we started working in Changi Airport, we learned that the FOD poses danger to the aircraft. And that's why we make it a point, always perform a FOD check before and after complete any routine work.
Winning the Airport Safety Awards motivates us by knowing that Changi Airport Group value our contribution towards safety. And we believe that such recognition is essential for the community as it gives us a sense of belonging and a moral boost, especially during this pandemic. We are very happy to congratulate Changi Airport for having set a good Airport Safety Award program. And we wish that the safety culture will remain strong.
The team designed the simulator to augment training for operating the mobile elevated work platform. The simulator provides opportunity for operators to practice and hone their skill in a risk-free environment, then learn through simulated scenarios. The challenge was on developing the various scenarios that could cater to different situations and incorporating hazards to inject more realism. We hope that the simulator continue to inspire and encourage everyone in our airports to innovate for safety.
The moment we realized that the aircraft wing had protruded into the keep clear zone, we knew that we must stop the aircraft immediately as it is no longer safe for it to proceed any further.
Through the years of experience working on the ramp, we learned that we must remain vigilant, focused, to be aware of our surroundings so that safety of our passenger and will not be compromised.
We were trained in our organization that we must ensure safety of the aircraft and passengers. So we asked for extra pair of eyes to ensure that there was enough clearance between one aircraft from another. We had to inform the ramp control center as we assessed that there wasn't sufficient area for the aircraft to taxi into the stand.
Getting the Airport Safety Award means a lot to us. We wish that everyone who works in the airport to remain hopeful and safe in the midst of pandemic. We must believe together, safety will take us further.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the awards ceremony and we'd like to thank all of you for joining us in the annual Airport Safety Award 2021. I hope you have enjoyed the time with us and do give us your feedback on the broadcast by scanning the QR code as shown on the screen.
That's right. Let us continue to stay safe and healthy. Keep your safety nominations coming and you may send them to asa@changiairport.com or via the Suite app. And should you see anything unsafe or hazardous, do report it via the Suite app too. We will see you very soon at the next quarterly Airport Safety Awards. Until then, I am Nora Dila and my partner Anita.
Always remember, safety takes you further.
Bye!
For the railing, you extended the railing, your front motion also will cut off. So you only can bring it higher.
Remember, safety takes you first. Sorry, wrong thing. Okay. Chill. Safety takes you first. Remember?
Okay. When we saw the aircraft, when we saw the two aircraft that were parked so closely, we felt that an accident may be imminent. When we saw the two aircraft that were parked so closely, we felt that an accident may be imminent.